Welcome back. Most of you. Almost all of you. You've spent the last day in enjoying the comforts of Theod and getting to know a handful of some of the denizens and workers there, getting bits and pieces of local information, making some new friends, losing a couple of traveling companions that were recently acquired.
No.
No. And as you settled in for the night, for a well-deserved proper rest, you were starkly awoken in the morning by some loud, obnoxious screaming and chaos out in the square of Theod. As you emerge from the Great Hall, you see this massive 8 to 9 foot tall screaming goat being managed or trying to be handled and corralled. Ichafan, you traded some words to calm him down a little.
Did not work.
He's not, the goat is not currently bounding around. But you did find out that the goat comes from the village of Helchel, which is not too far from here, and located quite conveniently next to a mountain where some flowers grow that has interested you, more specifically Ichafan. And you all decided that you would make a stop there and then head to Glam with the rest of the mothcats to procure some money and see if you can find some of them a new home. As the chaos settles and everybody is able to bring the goat into the stables and prepare some breakfasts for everyone, what do y'all try to figure out?
Were we in the middle of talking to the goat?
You had discussed with the goat about bringing it to Helchel.
Somewhere amongst the chirping between Ichafan and the goat.
Yeah, there was still a bit going on. Kind of a subtle background.
Got it.
How did the goat get here? Did it just get out?
He seems to have wandered down here. It happens from time to time. You hear Mondrian talk about. Sometimes they come down here. It doesn't happen often. Usually, they don't get into the village. They tend to stay up and around in the forested areas, but it's rare that they come down this far.
So we're returning the screaming goat to its home?
Yeah, that would be great.
Do we have anything? I wanted to talk to the blacksmith while we were in town, but other than that, for some reason I took my notes in a different book last session. Other than that, I don't really. What else do we have?
I'd like to go to the general store and get see if I can find a big piece of canvas, because I'm going to start drawing on it and being mothcats for sale and try to make it real pretty and fancy so we can set you up a little booth.
Are we selling the mothcats,
or will
are
maybe
we just
adoption?
giving them away?
That's up to you, I think.
I mean,
Keeping them forever.
well, we can't keep all of them.
How many is there? Like 20?
About a dozen.
Yeah, love. You can't have.
We'll see how well they do on the journey.
We can't have a herd of mothcats following.
Maybe they just behind me the whole time.
It's gonna be such good for your self-stealth checks.
We'll
Yeah.
see
Real
how
good.
it goes.
It's gonna.
Where did Picus go? I don't know. Find the trail of mothcats.
But I would like to do that so I can make like an adoption sign.
Maybe I find out that they're super crafty at stuff. Maybe we have a hive of bees and a herd of mothcats.
If only we had the giant salamander.
I mean, and a giant screaming goat that we're taking back. We might as well open
Might
up
as
a
well just.
menagerie.
Can we keep the giant goat? Can his name be Greg too? I have salamander armor. It probably could be fitted to a giant goat.
There's no way that salamander armor could be fitted to an 8-foot-tall goat.
I mean, it's a big. It's possible.
Is he 8 foot from like his head or like his like neck?
Yeah, it's about the top of the head.
Is he a hefty boy? Like this goat?
It's sturdy.
Okay. I'm thinking of like
shaped.
I'm thinking of like the big horns that the dwarves ride in The Hobbit, only a little bit bigger.
His legs are a little bit more like scrawny.
Okay. So he's more goat, less ram.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's more of a grazing type of goat.
Is he giant fainting goat?
Spook him.
No, with all the chaos he was causing, definitely not a fainting goat.
But no, that's all I wanted to do was get some big canvas and some
Get
paints
some
and
stuff, some supplies.
I suppose we can get canvas just in case.
I believe it was every time I see that picture of that goddamn goat. It was just suddenly on my phone. I'm gonna have nightmares now. I wanted to talk to Tanith.
Yes.
And probably talk to Slam Dance before we leave.
Slam dance.
Have her show me to Tanith and get fixed up.
Slam dance is not a problem. Not a problem. Come on, you gotta. She's probably just getting set up at the smithy, so if you need anything done, she can probably get it started for you today.
Let's go.
Okay. As you approach the forge, you see Tanith. She's bundled up in her in this like long, heavy like apron canvas cloak, because the whole forge is just this open air workshop. In the process of stoking the fires to get everything prepped for the day. And Slam Dance just, hey Tanith, you wanna meet my new friend, Barrick? Tanith looks up at you. She kind of like brushes the hair out of her face a little. It's just soot. What's up?
How are you today?
What? I mean, it's a day.
Right. Let's get down to brass tacks.
I like it.
I would like some rings to set on my horns. Like,
Oh, like a cuff.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
For what we've talked about.
Yeah.
We discussed the enchantments that you want probably be easier to do on something that can be taken off, so the barrack doesn't have to sit still for an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. I could do that.
And I have these two things. And I'm going to lift the hammer in one hand and the axe in the other. Is there any way that we could do this? Make them hammer on one side, axe on the other. I like to call it an hammer.
I would call it a hacks.
I mean, I had that thought too, but, you know, give me an hammer.
How do you plan on carrying it?
Like I do now.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, like, I want it to be one piece. I don't want it to, I want it...
Let me see if I can figure. The handle is also the shaft. On one side is a hammer. The other side will be an axe.
Yes, but I don't want it like bow staff. I don't want it like one end is an axe head, one end is a hammer head. Like, I want it to be one side. I want them to be parallel.
Like hammer.
Like
Interesting.
like
do you want
Stormbreaker.
do you want them to be fused?
Yes.
And then so it'll be coming up with the handle, and as you would look at it as if the axe head was there, we would have the axe blade, and then the rear end of it would come out, and that would be your hammer.
Yes.
I mean, so if we're doing that, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that out of these two things.
Could you make me
Because the hammer is made out of wood
stone?
and stone, but you can't forge either of those. They're not going to melt.
Right.
Use metals. It's my craft. This is how I know things. So we would have to make something completely new for that, but doable. Sure.
How much?
For the horn rings, depends on what you want them made out of.
What are my options?
We have iron
Yes.
and iron.
Well, then I guess I'm gonna have to go with iron.
Okay.
You don't have brass or bronze or anything like that.
No.
Not currently, unless y'all have some that you could. It would be part of the payment then if you provide the material.
I had a brass axe at one point and it didn't last very long.
Well, yeah, but I need to be able to carve the runes into it.
Well, into the horde rings, yes. I thought you were referring to the hammer.
Oh no!
As made of brass, and I was like,
No, I
Don't
need
do
the-
that.
No, we haven't. Just the horn cuffs. Oh goodness!
I know, I sneak up on both. If you wanted to do something like brass or usually tarnishable metal, I can provide you with some beeswax that you can use to treat it so that it doesn't tarnish as quickly, if that's something that you're interested in. That being said, it might burn a little. I have no sensation on my fingertips anymore, so it's kind of hard for me to tell sometimes.
is he really trying to make a business venture after my hammer?
He's trying to help you.
Oh, cool. Then yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm simply offering my service, provided the plan is for us to still go to Hellchat after we leave here.
Oh, you're heading to Hellchill.
I've already told you I'm with you 100%.
I know.
And I think that's as much as you can be behind somebody. I'm not good with numbers.
If you had enough, any kind of brass, bronze, copper, silver, gold, any more malleable metals, I could smelt those down and make cuffs for you.
Is there any brass in the salamander armor? Since it was just kind of like slapdash together.
There's probably a some, but maybe enough to do at least one of the cuffs in brass. The other various metals that are in there range from like steel and
I'm gonna take just the salamander armor. I'm gonna just
Like,
stack it
here.
on the table and be like, what can you get out of this?
I believe we could do the full order. out of all of this. If you're not looking to keep any of this intact, this is just going to become.
So this belonged to an old friend of mine, and they have gone back to be. Long story short, it was salamander armor. We don't have the salamander anymore. Don't ask questions where he went. He's fine. So I don't need it anymore.
So yes.
Yes.
Great.
Take it.
Okay, just leave it here. I'll work on getting that started. Total cost then, we'll call it 40 gold, and I can have it ready. Let's see, it's still pretty early. We'll say by dinner.
No.
End of the day. I mean, it's gonna take me the day, but yeah. The hammer axe thing, maybe morning before that's ready to go. But yeah, the cuffs for sure. Yeah, I can work with this.
You said 40 gold.
It starts like
we're gonna have to do some stuff.
Just gonna start dismantling things.
That's hey, Ichafan.
Big city economists here.
Ichafan, you think you could loan me some money, or we could go in together on a business venture?
So the thing about business is that in order to get money, right, you gotta spend it.
Right.
And I'm in a inventory refresh period, let's call it, where I don't have any liquid.
So you're broke of your inventory, not money wise.
Of course, I have assets. I just don't have any liquid disposable income, unless of course the blacksmith would.
At this point, Barrick is like,
Don't you have like liquid honey that's gold?
Barrick checked out like 10 seconds into that conversation.
It goes on for 5 minutes.
Yeah. I will.
Will you seem like nice enough folk? I'll get started on the orders. You just have to pay me before you take it.
Right.
Because I like the idea of this hacks
I
thing.
want it. If you can make it look cool. Just cool. I don't care how. Just cool.
What you should do is put your maker's mark on it and have it be
Well, that happens.
custom
That happens no
piece.
matter what.
Right.
But then
And this is
the-
a custom piece. 'Cause that's
And
how
if you
that
wanna,
works.
if you can fashion it so that where it attaches to the haft looks like horns, like these.
I got some ideas.
We're gonna do this. Let's
Mhm.
do this. Let's do this.
Okay.
I'll pay for the brass.
I just wanted to be clear, above board.
Yes.
Absolutely zero thought went into this until 5 seconds before I said it.
Fantastic. Cool. Okay. I'll get to work, and you clearly have some
Yeah.
work to do
Yeah,
as well, so that you can pay for this. Otherwise,
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna have a need.
I mean, yeah. Would you
Right.
do a trade? Because I do have these.
Your hammer.
The hammer and the axe. I am more keen. I kind of want to keep the hammer, but like I have this axe.
Which axe is that?
What?
Which axe is that?
I don't. I got it from one of the. It's a, I believe it's like an ice frost giant axe. It's not anything.
Yeah, it's just one that you picked up. I mean, with the nature of this being so much more custom, I'd be happy to take it off your hands and maybe knock off like 5 gold.
That works. Let's do it. All right, let's go, guys. So you have to sell the cat moths
Oh, that's Picus. Do you have any money?
You have the silver cap.
I don't have any money written down, so I don't know if I just don't have money or if I just never talk to you about having money.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Okay, because I looked at my sheet and it says
I have some money,
Yeah.
but I would not consider it a lot of money.
It's 5 gold.
I know I've got more than that. I think I've got like 15. Oh! According to my book, I have 25.
Right on.
So taking back the screaming goat, going to the mountain to pick flowers. Do we want to start that today? Is it like a day's journey, or
If it can wait one day, I will have my armor in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm in the background bubbling. It's really the economics of the deal. See, the Noodles bar trade. Oh, right. I thought we were more worried about time. I thought we were concerned that we would be taking time away to even check up now. But if we're fine waiting a day for this, I'm fine waiting as long as we're still.
How far is Hellshell from here?
A few days.
Oh.
we are either waiting a day or setting off?
So
I don't think I'm with you guys at the moment.
I don't know if you
Pegasus
came to the
wandered
blacksmith with us.
I'm probably with my mothcats, honestly.
just checking on
Instead
them,
of puddle of mothcats.
Yeah.
introducing them to the goat.
Yeah.
This is Goaty.
As this is the goat.
Goat, mothcats, goat.
I don't
No, we could
remember-
probably
I don't
get a
remember
decent
if,
price for the
Icofan
meat
had
from this
actually asked
goat.
the goat's name. Either way, you're introducing the mothcats to this goat, and they're having a blast, like climbing and like flitting around and kind of like just bopping all over the stable, and the goat is screaming. But it seems like
With
it's
joy?
it seems like maybe it's kind of a fun scream. You haven't clocked the vibe on him yet.
Question about the mothcats. Do they actively fly? Or do they just kind of like flitter?
Oh, they can fly.
Okay.
Their flying is not super fast. But,
Okay.
I mean, they kind of like hop and flutter and land and flutter and perch and kind of.
Okay. I just didn't know how effective their wings actually were.
So we should turn
Yeah.
the goat into a walking cat stand.
With a banner between its horns. Mothcats for sale.
Yeah.
20 gold.
Would you be okay with getting like some comfy spots for your mothcats and the goat?
We can keep one.
As long as they are comfortable and happy.
Well, yeah, that's why we'd go to the general store, and then you could pick out the materials, and then we would make them
Little bow
a
ties.
walking cat stand napping area.
Yeah.
Little bow ties
No.
for the mothcats.
You don't want to
No restrictions in any way.
Okay.
They're free
Unbound.
to be whoever and whatever mothy cuteness they want to be.
This campaign is taking such a weird tangent.
This can't go wrong.
I love it.
Not at all.
You're taking a giant screaming goat with cats on it to the mountains.
So as you settle up your prepare your deal, you check in with Picus and the
What?
small menagerie of animals. You
Well,
see,
let's go. Let's pack up.
You make your way back to the Great Hall to inventory your stuff and get things prepped and ready. And as you do, you see a familiar figure walking into town. Tall, lithe, big, furry cloak on, kind of a half scowl smirk on his face. And you recognize Belcor. Kind of sauntering in. He goes, "Hey guys, what's going on? Good to see you. I didn't think you'd be staying around here this long. It's been a few days, but it's good to see you. You're doing good. You guys figure out like where to go next, and
I'm looking at Slam Dance's reaction to him walking up.
make a perception check.
Chunky boy.
Was Melkor the one that we met? That
He's
he
the
knew?
older son
Oh, that we stayed with.
from Tharn.
Oh, 8.
8. It's hard to see her reaction because she is inside the hall and you are outside the hall. So you try to like peek through the window to catch a glance, but the window's kind of foggy.
Okay. I am gonna be like, yeah, man, it's great to see you here. Wasn't expecting to see you here. If you excuse me, I have to go see a man about a horse. I'm gonna walk inside to fight Slave Dance.
Okay.
I thought you didn't get out much.
I mean, yeah, we kind of stay at the tower because it's home, but sometimes we gotta come and like, grab some snacks and I don't know.
I'm gonna like peek out the door.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go like and tap on my horns. He's horny. I'll take your silence as joy.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. You guys wanna like hang out for a little bit and like play dice or grab a few drinks and.
I think we're heading out, actually.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay. Well, it was good to see you, and good luck.
Is your dad still at the...
Oh yeah, he doesn't come out ever. He stays there with mom.
Yep. How's mom?
I mean, she's there.
She is.
Yeah. Still dead.
Awkward.
Okay, it was just, I didn't know if you or...
I mean, I've heard stories that sometimes people like stop being dead sometimes. So it's.
Oh.
I don't know. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
luck may
it's
be
safe,
on your
safe
side.
to be sure,
Yeah.
right?
Who knows?
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's necromancy.
I like that. It's funny.
Yeah, I went to find Slave Dance. Last time she and I spoke candidly, she mentioned that somebody, you guys don't know this because I'm not there, but bored, somebody doesn't always pay, and his name came up, so
you chatting with Slam Dance, and she informs you, it's like, yeah, so he comes in, it's not that he like doesn't pay, it's that he tries to not pay sometimes. Like he's not a total dick about it. He's just kind of a dick.
okay. Well, he's here, so just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks. I was surprised it's been this long. So I wouldn't worry too much about him unless he's, how's he seem? Like you met him before. Is he...
Yeah, he seems like Balthor.
Okay.
Little weird, little yeah. I think that describes it.
Sounds about right.
What other words can you have for people who have their dead mom in a cabinet in their house? So.
What?
Oh, did you not know that? Forget I said anything.
That's a whole
bucket. It's a bucket of worms. We don't need to.
That's
open.
amazing.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
You can give her all the deets if you want.
I give her the deeds. So it's like a display case, and their dad, he's a grump, and he's like really powerful, like like and everything just explodes. But then he's got his dead wife in a cabinet, like
Like a cupboard.
a tchotchke. Like she's just a little knick-knack keepsake, but it's it's a fucking skeleton. I think mummified
so
skeleton,
weird.
whatever. But it's like
That's
a giant
fascinating.
woman.
That makes so much sense.
Doesn't it?
I mean, it explains a lot about.
Right. It's also like
Okay.
just really weird. I was like expecting her to like come alive at night and be like, whoa, but it didn't happen that way. It was just she's just there.
Okay.
Don't tell him I told you.
Yeah. And as soon as you finish that bit of information, you see he walks into the hall, goes over to like one of the little hearths and finds a sofa and gets grabs a drink on the way in, sits down, kind of like just full spread out on the sofa and just
Do the wide
take
leg.
it in. Oh yeah, full like
Can't stand the wide leg.
real wide legs. The tall, lanky frame almost seems to like stretch the width of the couch itself that he's on.
Yep.
Anyway, I believe we have a journey to go on. We'll be back for my armor. Right?
We have to come back this way?
Oh, I have to get my armor unless we're going to stay overnight. One more night so that I can have it in the morning. But then I have to find some money to
Well,
pay.
Either we wait till morning and leave, or we go 2 days there and then 2 days back,
And then another
all the
few
way-
days to the next destination. So, I mean,
So we should stay overnight.
then I need to make some money. And I'm afraid of what I'm going to have to do to make money here.
So while you're discussing your plight for income, Madam Tar comes by. Couldn't help it over here. You're very loud.
I'm
So it's-
yeah.
It's okay. Don't be ashamed.
Oh, never.
This is, if you need some income, there are a number of things that we could always use the help with. How are you when it comes to manual labor?
Okay. I'm listening.
Stables need mucking. There's, wood needs to be hauled from the fell sites to break it down.
All right. I don't have to have sex with anybody, do I?
No,
Okay, then yeah, let's do it.
that's never a requirement.
I
That
was
is
just
an
putting it out there.
agreement that needs to be made between the participating parties.
Yeah, Hall and
Okay.
Wood. Let's do it. Muck and Staples.
Great. It's early enough. We'll start with some storehouse inventory, and
All right.
just kind of like leads you out towards the storehouse to help move some shit around.
All right. I'll be back. I've got this handle. Amrix? Hey, yeah, he's fine.
As for before she leaves, as for the rest of you, if you also need money while you're here, you've been gracious enough to help us with the mothcats and the wandering goat. So I will forego the cost of your room if you you don't mind. And then if you all want to be able to just pitch in for the day, I think we can come to a good agreement.
Thanks.
So,
Pitch in with what?
like I mentioned, there's a number of things that can be done. We can help prep the kitchen and cook. It might be a busy night. You could always use an extra cocktail waitress. Whatever your skills might be, you tell me what you can do, and
Anything
we'll find
brothel
something.
related?
Really,
Need me to... We had talked about that.
yeah. Well, anything brothel related is a pretty broad mention. So,
I don't work in the rooms anymore.
Oh.
Outside rooms.
I was gonna say, it might not to discount your abilities, but you're diminutive.
Yes,
I would fear for your safety
as would I.
any capacity.
I mean, I can handle myself, but I'm just gonna say we had different stature where I'm from.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm uncomfortable.
It's just a couple of gals talking shop. If something pops into my mind, I will let you know.
Okay. Well, I can be a cocktail waitress moment for the time being.
Sure. Not a problem. It seems that our early guest could probably use some beverages. I
Okay.
figure you could.
Yep.
You can handle it.
I'll
yourself,
handle that.
Lauren. He's not a threat.
Yeah.
If he gets mouthy,
I'll take care of it.
I know you will. So with that, figuring out some things for y'all to do around the village. You wanted to procure your items for the sign.
And then soft, plushy things for the cats.
Okay.
Like warm furs or something. Like not like.
I
what
still
mean?
have
Yeah.
my my Chuck B. Holder plush.
Put it on a string, tie it
Yeah.
onto the horns. And then for the anything to do with books or reading or like bookkeeping or anything like that, I could take care of.
That reminds me, I have a piece of something. It's in my room. I will be right back. And she moves up the stairs, and after maybe a minute or so, she comes back down. She's like, I found this piece of a journal from Vanessa, and I thought it might be interesting for you to take a look at and see if there's anything that it might help with.
Ooh, yes, thank you very much. And I go like this and start walking. And then,
see,
yeah.
fabulous.
Can you use your Rooney? I'm not even near you, above board. Can you
He's
use
often-
your Rooney powers to imbue like weapons and shit too?
That's something I would have to talk to you about because
We'll talk later.
yeah,
We'll
it's
talk.
more of me enchanting an item, and
Yeah.
that just takes time and money,
Okay.
from my understanding.
Yeah, I was gonna talk to you about that too, because I wanted to start enchanting my arrows.
Okay, so as you, as Zaith pores over Vanessa's journal, Barrick, you're out moving some boxes and stock around. Picus, you grab a drink and saunter over to
Melkor.
Bill. Yes. He's sitting there. He's just lounging up, just scoping. It's still, fairly early morning. It's like just past breakfast. Hasn't even gotten to lunch yet. There's a few other of the courtesans that are mingling, and maybe like 2 or 3 of the other patrons that you recognize from the night before, enjoying a relaxing morning. Belcor looks at you. So, I didn't know that you you working here now? Is this like a new job? I thought you guys were trying to do this whole quest thing.
We're doing a quest thing. We're just
Okay.
helping out.
Well, that's cool. It's cool, I guess. While he's talking to you, you just see him scanning the room constantly, So that's all right. So you had a chance to meet everybody here and get to know everyone.
I've met enough people.
There's a guy here, real tall. He's got kind of like a short black beard. His name's Birch.
Yep.
Do you know if he's up yet? If he's around today?
I'm sure he's around. I haven't seen him recently.
Okay.
Are you trying to avoid Birch?
No. I like him. I like his style. I like his
Okay.
like his energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's good dude. It's a good dude. If you see him,
Uh-huh.
can you let him know that that I'm here and
Oh.
I looking forward to seeing him.
Yeah. You want me to find him?
I mean, you don't have to go find him, but just let him know I'm here. I'm gonna hang out for the day, so I'm not in a rush or anything.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Here's a drink if you want a drink.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
You can see the untrimmed fingernails on his hand reach out. One of them's cracked. Only half of it's there, and they're just dingy. And yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Should we put it on your tab?
Yeah. They'll keep it on my tab.
Are you gonna want another drink after that?
I mean, maybe in a bit. I mean, I just got this, so I'm just gonna hang out. I'm gonna just enjoy the day, like anyone else.
Yeah.
Coming in.
I'm gonna check and see what else is on your tab while we're
Yeah, not a problem.
cool.
Not a problem. Nope.
I'm gonna
Thank
pass,
you.
And I'll pass it along to Madam.
We're aware, and he does have a small tab as far as the drinks are concerned, but any other menu items that he wants to select from, he has to pay up front.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't worry about food and drink as much. That can be paid a la carte as it goes.
Where is Ica?
I was just going to ask the same question. Ichafan, where are you in Theod at the moment?
Well, everyone has been working. I'm like, alright, clearly there's more here, right? So I've already worked my business deal in the Great Hall, kind of set up those connections. I'm gonna start like looking around. I'm gonna see if there's like anything not off, but like any strange like markings anywhere, anything that seems to be like unnatural in this town.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Your thing. That's gonna be an 11.
11.
11.
Are you just kind of like taking in the sights, or are you talking to people? Are you how involved is this?
I'm gonna try to avoid talking to people as much as I can.
Okay.
I'm looking for like symbols. I'm looking for like a sign. For Indefan, he's sort of elated that, or I guess I'm sort of elated that I found the information that I needed here, but I am sort of hesitantly concerned that all of these things are like animal problems. I'm wondering if there's any deeper issue there. It could be nothing, and if you don't want to give me 11, I completely understand.
Oh no, you're good. With an 11, it doesn't give you too much, other than like you find the occasional carving of some initials on some of the trees that are like out and around on the outside edges of the village, as far as any markings go. And then as you're passing by over by the storerooms and see Barrett moving some of these like barrels and crates around, you notice that there are some stamps with a large like a shipping sigil stamp on them. That is the marking from Glam.
The stuff from Glam, does it all seem to be coming from Glam, or?
Not everything has a stamp from Glam, but a fair amount of them do. More of like the larger crates and barrels do. Any of the smaller things with like satchels or trade goods seem to be just unmarked. So they could come from some of the other locations within Jotunheim, but it seems like a large portion of their supply comes from Glen.
Okay. So with that knowledge, I'm gonna try to create a note. I'm gonna try to redraw that sigil to the best of my ability. We make our way to Glen. I wanna see if that company has anything going on.
For sure.
Does anyone notice me while I'm looking around, or anything that I have to be particularly stealthy about this?
I mean, it's middle of the day, so if you want to be sneaky, be sneaky. If not, go ahead and roll an insight check on the town. Let's see if you think.
Honestly, that's a first for me. I'm kind of here. That's going to be a 13 plus 7, 20.
Lovely. You get the sense that you don't need to be sneaky in Theod. It is a very laid-back kind of place, and no one really cares. They're here to have a good time.
I can appreciate a good time, but I work hard and I play hard, you know? I'm not there getting those G's something's, I don't know, something's just not fit, right?
Okay.
Unless.
You get the sense that within Theod, the people that live and work there are more concerned about their own internal relationships and just maintaining the status quo of business. It gives them a nice life out here without the headaches of being in a city. But anytime you have people living and working together, there's bound to be very, very soft undercurrents of drama. But nothing, nothing threatening.
Alright, with that then, I'm gonna kind of set up the hive somewhere away from people. I'm gonna talk to the bees for a little bit. I want to let them know that I think I found what we're looking for.
As the bees kind of like buzz and hum with an air of excitement.
You could say they're so excited they're straight buzzing.
I don't get it.
I was going to save that for the end,
Yeah.
like a stinger. Try to outpun me.
Got up and walked away.
That joke was, man, I'll tell you what, that joke was just the bee's knees, man.
Oh,
Alright. I collect myself.
lovely.
See, I thought I already combed through all your bee puns.
I was choking on my tea, I didn't even hear it.
You come through it.
Oh.
I don't.
I think we're pretty close to what we're looking for. I also say, like, I don't know if I'm ready for it. If that makes sense, it feels like we've been like searching for this for so long that I'm happy, right? But I don't know what we're gonna do when we get there. Like I should be excited, but change, while often good, is very scary, intimidating. And I don't want whatever change occurs to affect the feelings that I have now.
You feel a emanation of warmth from the hive, and as they buzz, it's kind of a zzz, zzz kind of sound, almost like they're trying to console you, reassure you that it's okay, and not be scared.
Let's do the damn thing. And I sing them the bee song.
God damn it.
You never knows what the bee song does.
Yeah, we'll put it in for the outro credits.
Is it in the key of B-Show?
Yep. So as you finish up kind of your tasks and duties for the day, and it gets into the late afternoon, just before dinner, you get a ping on one of the sending stones. You get a message from Longhall. Here at Fower, stocking up on provisions. Hope old Bitterbones treated you decent.
Bitter bones.
So apparently, it's common knowledge here in Fower that fish guts can make you unnoticeable to the void creatures. They think you're one of them or something. Centuries ago, a fisherman had an incident. Now it's a rather disgusting defense tactic. Do with that knowledge what you will.
Wow. Okay.
Very cool.
You can respond to it if you'd like, but it is not required.
You said he was in Fow?
Fower.
Fower?
Mm-hmm.
The power of power.
There might be a tower at Fower.
Too sweet to be sour.
Could there be a flower too? We've got to stop.
No, it's never going to stop. It's only going to get worse. You know this.
I know.
While everybody starts to gather in the Great Hall for dinner and some entertainment, you see the old guy gets back up at the piano and starts playing kind of almost like a jazzy ragtime. Yeah. Some mingling musics.
He's vamping.
Very much so.
That's jazz, baby.
Oh. You see, almost everybody's in the Great Hall at this point. A number of patrons have come into town. It's getting to be kind of a busy night. So, Madam has asked if you would be able to help circulate the drinks with kind of some of the other Hutar, who's the sassy one that you met when you first came into town. So, yeah, don't be slow. Everybody's thirsty. Grab a tray, and we're just gonna kind of turn and burn. Just rotate. Let people grab whatever they need, and refill when you're out.
Am I supposed to be one of the people that is helping, like, hand drinks out?
Do you want to? Can you?
I would see it would be safer for me to be doing something. The proverbial bull in a china shop.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
So,
fine.
Anything that you need lifting, heavy stuff, like casks, kegs. I could do that.
Perfect. Keep us stocked here.
Yep.
Through the night, and we should be good. Work with Chef, see if he needs anything, and thank you.
I'm just swinging around, tossing trays, handing out drinks, going behind the bar, making drinks, going back around.
I'll step behind the bar and start pulling ales and all that stuff.
Fantastic.
I'll bar back.
Yeah, you run a bar back. I'll be
Yeah.
behind the bar, and you can serve.
You can bust.
I'm serving.
Oh,
Service.
service.
No, I'm busting with these.
Okay.
I'm just picking up empty bottles with my sword, just moving them all around.
I love this.
We'll throw Amex in the kitchen with a little apron on and a little hat.
Cooking stuff with his lightning breath.
He starts the oven.
Business venture. Right now.
All right, I
business
need everybody. Okay, I need
Uh-oh.
Icafan and Picus to roll acrobatics, and then strength, athletics. And if you're gonna be pulling drinks and running through the orders, I need you to do. Just a straight intelligence check to make sure that you're actually getting all of the orders.
If I can read a ticket.
Yeah, you can read the tickets.
Oh, I hate this
12.
with the ticket machine.
12.
I'm so glad we have screens at work and don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 23.
And 23. Ikafan, you have an acrobatics check for your table bussing.
My table lesson was a 12.
Nice.
Do I add my proficiency or no?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah? So that's 16, 19.
Fabulous. So Zafe is pulling drinks, pouring drinks, setting them up, staged on the bar. Barrick is just one arm swapping out keg after keg. Pike, it's difficult for you to get into a rhythm with everybody so much taller than you. You're
Yeah.
trying to like hand the drink, where you're just trying to like, you start off with just like walking the tray, and you notice that everybody's kind of like bending
Nobody can see
down
me.
way too much, and most of them can't even see you. So if anything, you're just trying to avoid
Dodge
getting like
people's legs.
kicked and stepped on. And at one point, you just kind of like overhand the tray and just start barking at people. Just be like, hey, drinks. Just to get them to realize what's up. And Ikafan, you're able to gather up the discarded glasses and any empty plates with the swarm, but it goes very slowly. These plates and cups are much larger and a little bit heavier than things that you're normally used to. So you're not moving quite at your peak speeds. The visuals is fantastic. Yeah, you got the two smallest people trying to dart around in between the legs of all these giants hanging out. Wonderful. At which point, Picus, you notice, Picus and Ikafan, you notice that Belcor is kind of up and mingling around and following Birch kind of like through the crowd. And Birch is kind of appreciative of the attention, but definitely trying to avoid him.
Who's Birch?
Birch is one of the concubines here.
Okay.
He's got this like silky GQ kind of floppy hair, short dark beard, but very tall. And you see it's given the vibes of just like every once in a while he'll pass by you as he's being followed by Belcor, and you'll hear little snippets. And he's like, "No, thank you so much. It's great. No, I really appreciate it. But no, I just want to keep. I want to listen to the music tonight."
How much tax does Barrick have?
Handsome.
Barrick doesn't have
It's
much tax.
handsome.
I'm going to roll an insight because I'm also not that bright. Can I roll an insight to see if I can tell that Birch is like visibly uncomfortable?
Sure.
10.
Even with a 10, it is real easy to tell that he's very uncomfortable.
Okay. I'm going to get Belcor's attention and just start talking about absolutely nothing.
Sure.
Just enough to like keep attention and distract. And as I'm doing that, I'm gonna like try to angle where I'm standing so that I'm facing Birch, but Belcor's back is to him.
Okay.
and then kind of like glance over at Birch and just be like,
Okay. Are you trying to be like subtle about it, or?
yeah.
Okay. Go either make stealth check or sleight of hand.
I have proficiency in persuasion.
Sure.
That's funny.
That's funny.
It was bound to happen at some point tonight.
Yeah, it's got it. I didn't get one last session.
I've been rolling straight 11s.
Amazing. Look, consistency is important.
Truth. That dice is played just poorly.
So as you insert yourself between them, yep, and give Birch the like go. He kind of like bends down to like scratch his knee or something and just whispers to you, "Thank you," and turns and walks away. At which point you feel Velcor kind of like push or like nudge you a little bit as if he's trying to get around you.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, hey.
Hey, what's up, man? Excuse me, I just needed to get.
Oh, I had a question for you. That's all.
Oh, sure.
How many? You don't leave the tower much. Do you happen to know how many bricks are in the tower? Because I was having a conversation with Picus, and she insisted it was 473,612, but I insisted that it had to be at least 500,000. And have you ever thought about how many bricks are in the tower? Because it's got to be an astonishing amount. And I'm just like handing him a drink as I do it to keep focused. Be like, it's just a bit astonishing amount. You know, I bet your father would know. Have you ever thought about going home and asking him about it? It's just got to be, 500,000 at least, or maybe even 600,000 at least. That tower's got to be at least 150 feet tall.
It's real tall. It's
Yeah,
a lot of bricks.
And then, of course,
and
you have all the
stones.
bricks that could be making up the foundation that are inside the tower that you don't even know about.
How? Okay, that's
It's just
really
something
good
that you saw.
questions.
It's
I don't know
interesting to me.
if I can answer them right now.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know if I
I'm
can
sorry,
answer them
hang
right
on a
now.
minute.
It's really,
Hey, Brett! Hey, Brett, we got a nacho at table 6! I'm sorry, what were you saying again?
I just needed to get
Look
going.
over there. Look over there, that's that cool. And then I'm just going to switch out his beer for another one real quick and just...
The one he's holding?
Yeah.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, I just gonna smack the beer out of his hand.
Just.
I'm so sorry about that. I mean,
oh,
let me get over here real quick. We're gonna just light this up. Have you ever looked at the view outside? Come here with me real quick, and I'm just gonna like grab him and lead him out, and just be like, "Have you ever thought about looking at the moon from that side? I mean, just look up at there real quick," and I'm just gonna
very friendly
disappear.
I look. I think we got along like really well. It's just not
gone.
really.
I'm gone.
Go get a towel. Just covered in beer. You see, he kind of makes his way off to the side towards like the restroom and tries to clean himself up. While he walks in away to the bathroom, as you while you walk away, make a perception check.
Perception. 22.
Now with this like laser focus on Belcor, you quickly scan the room for any other sign of things going on, and you notice that out of all the people that are in here, just packing it up for this night, Amrex is suspiciously absent.
Amrex is?
You don't see him anywhere. He was there. He was there like not 5 minutes ago.
Was there anybody that had taken? I'm gonna go back behind the bar and walk by Zaith.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna go. Amrex is gone.
I'm gonna message Amrex, I guess, and be like, "Yo, you pooping?"
You hear back. No, but I'm dealing with some shit. Don't worry about it.
Did we happen to? Was there anybody that had taken like a particular interest in Amrex in the session when I was not here?
There were a
should've
few
watched it.
that were there. Some of the like high giants were like fawning over him and telling him he's a good boy, shining up his armor and just generally being like kind to him.
Ooh.
Did we see any tieflings walking in?
You did not.
Okay.
Um,
Well, that's what he said his thing was tieflings.
Well, I missed that.
That
Yeah.
was a thing, right?
He doesn't like
Yeah. Okay.
tieflings?
No, he
No, he
likes
does.
tieflings.
Look,
That's
we-
it. I mean, we don't kink shame
Yeah.
in this. Is there any chance that
I would say with a 22
the lion dude?
on your scan, you very briefly noticed the glint of Amrix's armor ducking into the bathroom.
Oh shit. I go into the bathroom. Oh god, I shouldn't be allowed to make decisions. I'm going into the bathroom.
I'm like, what is going on? Oh, we're just talking about shit.
I'm afraid it might be a sex thing or it might be a murder thing, and I guess I will find out when I get there. I am going into the bathroom.
Okay.
'Cause I would like to say stealthily, but we all know that's not going to happen.
Sure.
Let's try it. I'm going to try to stealth to the bathroom.
All right.
Hey, look, I failed. I rolled a 3, and I have a 0, so I failed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going into the bathroom.
Ramming into the door frame, getting your
Carefully,
stuck in the thing.
Oh, shit!
as you kind of like shoulder the door open, you are greeted with the sight of the back of Belcourt, facing the back wall, and as you give one of these, you see Amric standing there, axe out. What's up?
Should I ask, what is happening?
And we'll get back to that next time.
Whoa!
Thanks so much for watching. We will see you all next time, and who knows what's going to happen when a lizard, a bull, and a giant find themselves in a bathroom.
I want to know what's going to happen.
Have a wonderful night.
Bye!